Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of VGC Prep. We can continue on with this team, and like I've mentioned in the past, I don't really know what to do with this Rotom Heat. Part of me wants to change it to my standard Rotom Heat that I use for a majority of my teams, but the other part of me is really holding on to that Volt switch. Without switching over, I do lose an Ice move, which leaves me kind of open to Landorus. Landorus can actually do quite a lot to this team, but at the same time I really do like Volt Switch, so I'm not really sure. There are a couple of things that I can do to switch up that Rotom. I don't need safety goggles on it. I do have Goodra for that. I do have Scizor for that, but I don't know. So let's look at my opponent's team. It looks like we've got a Thundurus, Kangaskhan, Chestnut, Garchomp, Heatran, and Gardevoir. Now, there's three potential Megas, but I think we all know that it's probably going to be that Kangaskhan. Now, his leads do kind of scare me. Thundurus can put a stop to a lot of things that I have. What I'm looking at is a possibility of starting off with... Wow, I just spit on my DS. I was wondering what just moved on the bottom of my eye, like my vision. What was that? And I look down as I'm talking and I see I spit on my DS. That's great. I'm thinking Goodra might be a cool lead. Does pretty well against this team. At the same time, if I get Kangaskhan in there and we see no Thundurus, I can get a Trick Room up. And Kangaskhan does, Gengar does kind of threaten some of his teams. So, well, there's also Gardevoir, which would be pretty solid too. Ooh, Gardevoir actually might be a little bit better than Gengar. Yes. Gardevoir, Kangaskhan, because I like Kangaskhan leads against Kangaskhans because they want to fake out the Kangaskhan and you kind of just like win that. And I'm specifically trained to beat Kangaskhan's. I'm thinking Goodra and Rotom. I want to bring Scizor, but the potential for that Heatran isn't really that high. Well, I'm going to go for that anyway because that's what I thought about, and that's what I'm thinking. Scizor really I can only use for Gardevoir to hit super effectively. And Chestnut, that is true, but I do have Gardevoir for Chestnut, so that's not a big deal. Am I going to regret not starting off with Gengar? I don't know. We will see. So Thundurus and Chestnut, so I'm actually really happy with this lead. I'm trying to think... Ooh, we get Prankster. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm trying to think what we could potentially do here. I don't necessarily want to go for Trick Room just yet because we do have that Chestnut staring us down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm just going to go straight for the Double Edge onto Thundurus. I'm expecting Chestnut to Spiky Shield because Fake Out is obvious, and you know he's a fighting type. But just in case, I'm going to Moonblast it anyway. Now, he could switch into Heatran, which he's not going to do. Maybe he did not bring Heatran. I do have quite a lot of things to stop Heatran, most notably Rotom and Goodra. Now, he protects with Thundurus, which is totally fine by me. Not sure what that's going to do for you. And he does Spiky Shield, so he's basically just seeing who... He's burning my Fake Out, but the joke's on him. I mean, not that it really matters. I don't have Fake Out. I run Protect instead. He might know that now. I don't know, but I'm still going to go for Double Edge. Did he have a Ghost? I don't remember him having a Ghost, so that's going to be fine by me. And I'm just going to go straight for that Moonblast, and we'll see what this does. He might switch out into Heatran here, which is what I'm expecting him to do, but I'm fine if he does that. Because like I said, I have Goodra in the back, and I have Hammer Arm on Kangaskhan, so I'm really not too big of a deal. Now, he actually does go for the Paralysis onto my Kangaskhan, which is actually really good for me. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it kind of is. So I'm going to go for the Moonblast here, like I said, and I actually, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to take out the Heatran, because clearly I'm not going for Trick Room, so he has no reason to taunt my Gardevoir. So I'm going to Hammer Arm the Heatran, and I'm actually going to take this opportunity to set up Trick Room, because Trick Room will let my Kangaskhan just break through this team indiscriminately, which I love. So that's what we're going to do. And of course, my Goodra basically is a dead stop to that Chestnut. He can't go for any of his grass moves, because I'm immune to them. and I have flamethrowers, so I'm not too worried about him. Now he actually goes for Thunder Wave, so beautiful. I'm going to be very fast next turn. As long as I get the Trick Room up, let's hope I get it up. He goes for Stealth Rock. I don't get it. So we get the Hammer Arm off. Let's just please pray that we get... Oh my god, a crit. That's fine. It still would KO regardless. I was more concerned that we wouldn't get double speed drop, so we'd be uber slow. Gardevoir. God damn it, Gardevoir! What are you doing? Oh man, not a big deal. Not a big deal. No, because he still doesn't know. He still does not know. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to protect. And I'm going to go for Trick Room again. Can this please happen? Because I can switch things into this Chestnut. Like I said, I'm not worried about the Chestnut. I'm really worried about getting this Trick Room up. Because if I don't get this Trick Room up, it's not going to be good for me. So doubled into the Kangaskhan. Good. And we get the Trick Room up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome. Very happy about that. So now I can just double edge the Thundurus. I could Fire Punch the Chestnut if I really wanted to. Do I want to? No, he might go for Spiky Shield. And Moonblast the Chestnut. Now I'm expecting the Moonblast to take it out. Now he protects with the Thundurus, probably Spiky Shield with the Chestnut. No. Interesting. Does that mean he can survive my Moonblast? I don't think so. Oh, man. Oh, thank you for the paralysis, my friend. Thank you so much. And I also have Prankster, which is kind of funny. I haven't switched out yet, so I still have that Prankster. And in comes Gardevoir. Now, Gardevoir. Gardevoir gets Parental Bond. We're killing the Gardevoir. Double edge into the Gardevoir. Let's hope we don't get paralyzed. And you know what? Just in case, I'm going to double into the Gardevoir. Okay, no. We don't get paralyzed, so that's going to work out really well in our favor. Hallelujah! I'm surprised that Double Edge didn't one-shot that Gardevoir. Jesus. That was a bulky Gardevoir. And wow, this is why I love this team. See, you know what? I kind of do like Gardevoir as a Trick Room setter on this team. It works really well. And you're going to go for Thunderbolt onto the Gardevoir, so I should take that pretty well. Not as well as I thought I would, but pretty well regardless. So Double Edge, Moonblast, and that should be game. Unless, we get paralyzed, he's going to forfeit, I was going to say, or he could protect and, try and stall us out, but it doesn't really matter. With Goodra in the back, we basically won that game anyway. And Rotom Heat could beat it too. So it really was not a big deal, even if he was able to take out both the Thundurus and, take out the Kangaskhan and the Gardevoir, it still didn't matter because Assault Vest Goodra can easily beat the Thundurus, and without him being able to paralyze Rotom Heat, easily beat the Thundurus. So not a bad game at all. I do really like Gardevoir as a lead, and I'm very happy that I brought it instead of Gengar that game. Very solid. So we're facing 5 Pokemon. Awesome. It looks like we've got Typhlosion, Sharpedo, Ambipom, Breloom, and Noivern. So we'll definitely want to get that Trick Room up right away, and our best option for that would be Gardevoir. Gardevoir kind of beats everything on his team, and I'm thinking if we start off with, say, Goodra would be a very solid lead for us as well. He can't really touch Goodra. I'm going to bring Rotom as well because if he starts off with the Breloom, he might be putting the Gardevoir to sleep, and I don't want that to happen. Plus, if he starts off with the Sharpedo, I mean, we got things going on. And, Sharpedo's going to be the biggest threat to my team, especially if it's Mega, because Ice Fang is going to kind of go through my team pretty easily. And Waterfall can hurt pretty bad, and Crunch would be pretty devastating as well. But I'm going to bring Kangaskhan in the back just as a contingency. We get Hammer Arm, so we don't even need Hammer Arm to beat a Sharpedo. We can just hit it with a Double Edge. That would be more than enough. So let's see what starts off. I'm hoping it's not the Sharpedo and or the Breloom. It is the Sharpedo, but I'm not too worried about the Sharpedo. He's probably going to protect here. And Typhlosion can't really do very much to us. It has Blaze. Okay. So I'm going to bank on that Sharpedo protecting this turn, because it's probably going to Mega Evolve and look for a Speed Boost. Or protect, get the Speed Boost, Mega... Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was hoping for. So I went for T-Bolt on the Typhlosion. It's going to go for Eruption. That's actually pretty scary. I forgot it gets Eruption. Oh my god, that's not scary at all. What was I saying? We can't flinch from that, so we're basically guaranteed to get Trick Room up. Happy, happy, happy. Now, Thunderbolt doesn't do as much as I thought it would. I thought it would be a 2-hit KO, to be quite honest with you. But we see that he is Speed Boost, just as we had anticipated. I'm thinking, do I just go for the Moonblast? Yeah, I go for the Moonblast. We can afford to not attack the Typhlosion, and I'm going to Thunderbolt the Typhlosion. So let's see what he does here. If he's not Mega, there's a chance that he's Focus Sash, which would prove to be a problem. But he is Mega, so unless he's running Aqua Jet, which doesn't really make sense on a Mega Sharpedo, or Sharpedo in general, we should be pretty solid. So we get the Thunderbolt off. I'm just hitting the Typhlosion to weaken its Eruption, because it's most likely scarfed into Eruption, and Moonblast should take out the Sharpedo. Brilliant. Very happy about that. Very, very happy indeed. And he does go for Eruption, so that makes me do believe that he is indeed locked into it via Choice Scarf. So I'm expecting maybe the Ambipom to come in next. Because that fake out would prove to be kind of disastrous to us. Not really, you know. I love when I'm right. I love it. I love it when I am right. So happy to be right. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay in. I have no reason to switch out, really. I mean, and I'm just gonna finish. Yeah, should I just dole into the Ambipom? The Typhlosion's not doing anything right now. You know, Typhlosion might KO my Gardevoir if he flinches me and then goes for Eruption. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Ambipom, and even if the Ambipom takes out my Gardevoir this turn, that's not a big deal. Now he switches into Breloom, predicting that Thunderbolt, which is really lovely, and he does fake out my Gardevoir, which is what I was expecting him to do. So the Thunderbolt into... I was like, oh my god, my Goodra flinched, because I saw the G, and I was like, how does that even possible? Alright, Breloom's probably going to be Focus Sash, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to double into him. Yeah, I'll go with Sludge Bomb, Moonblast, just in case. Just in case. You are not Focus Sash. Very, very odd. But Sludge Bomb is the same base power as Thunderbolt, so this will still do a good chunk to the Ambipom. Probably take it out, actually. Yeah, thank you. Awesome. Very happy right now. So I'm kind of curious what the Typhlosion's going to do. He switched out, so he might go for Heat Wave now. Not too concerned. I'm just going to leave Gardevoir in. No, you know what? I want to preserve my 4-0. We get double 4-0, so I'm going to switch it to Rotom. Typhlosion cannot touch Rotom. And I'm just going to go for Thunderbolt. Yeah, Typhlosion cannot touch Rotom, so I'm just going to preserve the 4-0 for the sheer fact that I can. There's no reason not to. And I didn't even need to do that. I forgot Trick Room's still up. Oh well. Oh well. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was an excellent episode for us, and hope to see you guys at the next episode. Peace.